Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you're watching us, Zamil and Annie. And on this Monday morning, since Hari Raya is just around the corner, I think it is also a good time for you to start to think of all the, well, not to say sins, but wrongdoings that you've done to other people.
I can't believe you said that sins.
Maybe sins. But at the same time, you know, this is a way for you to start thinking about it, reflect on yourself, and, you know, find a way to find those people that you've done
and ask for
wrongs to,
forgiveness.
and then, ask for forgiveness.
I think what you said was right. Reflection.
Apologize,
I think reflection is important.
Yeah, just
that's a apt word. Reflect upon what you've done over the years to some people, and then if you want to say sorry, it shouldn't, of course, come only during festivities. It should come almost every other day. But then during festivities, you know, sometimes we feel a little more extra.
Exactly.
You know?
So we're going to talk to someone who is a pakar.
I know, constant happiness.
Yes,
now this woman is constant happiness.
Who exudes positivity all
and
the
love.
time.
And love.
And love, and of course respect. Yes. The how would I say the admin for the Facebook page of The Message is Love is Respect, right?
Yeah. The one and only
Murshidah side. Hello.
There you go.
It's so nice to see you again.
Hi. So nice to see you. It's so great to be back.
It's been a while.
It has been a while, but yes, it's really great to be back, and I'd love to share this topic because I know a lot of people say, yeah, Hari Raya is coming, and then it's time for us to say sorry to people and expect other people to say sorry to us. And this question, why is it so hard for people to say sorry, right? You know, it's a lot easier for us to expect other people to apologize to us, but when it comes to us having to apologize, why is it so difficult?
Because we justify that too much, isn't it?
Yes. And let's go back to the fundamental human emotional needs, what every human being wants. Number one, they want to be acknowledged, they want to be appreciated. People need to feel that they are loved and respected. People do not want to be criticized. Human beings have this fear of their ego being shattered into pieces with criticism, or feeling the fact that somebody doesn't like them. Right? So when a person wants to apologize, what holds a lot of people back is this very feeling that you know, the people will reject them. People will deny their acceptance of their apology, and that's why it's very difficult to apologize. But if we can understand the emotional benefits it has of actually apologizing for any wrongdoing, or even if you believe you are right, but the other person doesn't think so, it is good to maybe apologize in order to keep that relationship.
Okay.
You know?
But we shouldn't, I mean, earlier on, both Zamil and I were saying we shouldn't, you know, only keep this during a festivity, because that's what people do. You know, when any of the festivities come, Raya, Diwali, Chinese New Year, Christmas, that's when they just
save up.
I know, they just save up, they congregate it all together, and then they say, okay, time for me to go and minta maaf. You know, but it shouldn't be such, isn't it?
You know what they're saving up? They're saving up angst and pain all this 1 year, and then just releasing it in that one Hari Raya day.
But at the same time, don't you think it has something to do with the person's ego, where that person finds it so difficult to apologize to someone?
It is very that. It is the fundamental human needs of being wanting to feel appreciated, wanting to be loved.
So it's easier for us to justify how the other person should say sorry to us because that person has wronged us, instead of us saying, okay, maybe it's about time I do something about the situation.
Human beings have this natural need to have a little bit of power over another person. So when you are in a vulnerable state, sometimes it is more difficult for a person to apologize. But let me just discuss about the importance of apologizing. Number one, when you apologize, even if you believe that relationship is something you need to keep, and even if you know you're right, you can apologize and just say, you know, I'm sorry that this thing happened between us. You can explain the intention, but when you apologize, try to say it as sincerely as possible. Do not use, I apologize, but you know why you make me feel. You know, when you attack the other person, the apology is like, cancel back, you know. Go back to square one. The angst is not gone. Yes, the feeling is not gone.
It's the 1-0.
No,
it's not 0-0. Okay, why we need to apologize? That keeps the relationship. And the other thing is, when you apologize, if you know that you have done something wrong and you have been keeping it and you have been saving it for Hari Raya, if you do not apologize, you are carrying all that guilt, months of guilt,
that burden
that you have not released. You know, when people apologize, or they actually have to face the person and say, I'm sorry. You know that feeling after you have talked to the person, you know, whew, It's so, I feel so much better now.
Yeah.
Do it as fast as possible. Don't keep it until Hari Raya or don't keep it for any other festivities.
Yeah, and not only that, the person on the receiving end also feels like that person hasn't apologized to me. I feel so angry, right?
I can puncture his car tires now.
Exactly. And you know, and this is something I would like to also share this, because parents or leaders, sometimes bosses, have this difficulty to apologize to maybe someone they think, you know, they're a bit younger than me, I'm a higher level than they are, and I don't need to apologize. Now,
Why should I apologize to a subordinate? They would
Yes,
say,
exactly. But you know, when you apologize to a subordinate or your child, do you know that actually raises your level of their respect for you, because you acknowledge that you are a human being. You acknowledge that you are a person with, you know, you make mistakes as well, right? And when you face that, you take responsibility. And what people cannot stand is like a leader who is like doing. People can obviously see that, you know, they hurt other people, they blame, they criticize, and they refuse to take responsibility for anything. So a leader doesn't mean that you have to be the leader of an organization or a parent. We are, each and every one of us are a leader, you know, in our own ways. So take responsibility, be solution focused rather than blame focused.
That rather than pointing fingers. Now we're talking about saying sorry to a person. Maybe we need to just give a couple of examples, Murshidah. How do you go up to a person, and if you have really bad blood with this person, how do you go up to this person and actually say, you know, I'm sorry? Because sometimes the other person actually doesn't want to listen to it. They probably don't even want to sit there and listen to you. But how do you initiate it?
Yeah, what I always do before I actually, you know, want to advise people on how to apologize, and this is something I have done for myself. Before that, I visualize myself talking to the person. I'm actually forgiving the person, and when I'm talking to the person, I'm imagining in my mind that the person is crying and is hurt, and I'm facing that person, and the person is asking me to, you know, I'm hurt. I'm sorry if I have ever hurt you, and that softens my heart in a way, and I see that person as somebody who's another human being who is hurt. So I apologize and say, look, I want to help you. So I visualize all this before. So when I see the person the next time, I don't feel any angst or, you know, but I feel like, look, I feel love for this person. Right. So when we meet the person, always make eye contact. Now this is another thing that people always do. When they apologize, what do? They send SMS or emails or you know, something like that. You know, a WhatsApp now, right? Or, you know, you apologize online.
Which is not effective at all.
It is effective as a follow-up. But first, you maybe you send an SMS to say, I'd like to meet you, to say, you know, something. You say something nicer, but you make an appointment with the person, or at least prep the person up. When you meet the person, make eye contact. Do not look everywhere else around because of your guilt. You know, look at that person and be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest about how you feel.
Take note, no matter how difficult it is to meet that person, if you really, really mean it, if you really want to apologize to the person, please make sure that you meet the person face to face, rather than just sending an email or SMS or WhatsApp message and all that. All that is very irrelevant and ineffective.
Unfortunately, that's the era we are in right now. Isn't it? The WhatsApp era, the email era, the SMS, or even a Facebook message.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm sorry on Facebook for the whole world to know.
No.
And that's on our wall, exactly.
Talk to the person first, and then apologize, and do it one-on-one. Don't bring a third person involved if it's unless it's a different situation where it's really serious. Or perhaps a third person may be necessary. But if not, if it's between the two of you, meet in person. And it also helps to start before meeting the person. Have some breathing exercises. Breathe in and put yourself in a relaxed situation. Don't hyperventilate. And the other thing is, don't expect the person to say it's okay. You know, sometimes you're waiting. So I apologize. So are you going to say it's okay now? You know.
Does it matter if they are the receiving?
The thing is, you have released you have shown that, you know, you acknowledge and you are taking responsibility, and maybe give some time to the person. If the person cannot forgive you at that point in time, give some time to the person. I always say, you know, send love. So send love is a way of giving prayers, you know, for the person.
I have to say this. Sometimes when we've said sorry and the other person doesn't react, sometimes what we tend to do, and again, I know people who've done this, they'll say, okay, listen, I've already told you my piece, I've already told you what I have to tell you, I've already said I'm sorry, whether you take it or not, that's up to you. And then you just get up and walk off. That's another reaction, isn't it?
That makes it even worse, I think.
And then you say, I already said my piece, so what's your problem?
What's your problem, exactly.
Be able to understand that person, because sometimes this is a perspective of personalities and worldviews. For a person, maybe in his worldview, that's the way it is. I have said sorry sorry and let's move on.
Yeah.
But for another person, it will take some time to heal. So when we are aware that there's not just a type of personality which is ours, you know, or we are the only one living on earth and everybody should follow our perspective. When we are aware that everybody has their own worldview and their own perspectives, be able to understand perhaps from that person needs time to heal. But never stop thinking good thoughts and sending prayers to the person.
If you're sincere about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, for
Like,
people
that's another thing. When a person is not sincere, it will come out.
When you're not sincere to a person, but you're doing it because you have to do it for Hari Raya, have to do it for some festivity,
then it's not
it's
from
not
the
being
heart.
sincere.
Yeah.
And there are people who do that.
Yes,
I want to say sorry. Okay, I'll go say sorry. Hey, by the way, sorry. Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Kosong kosong.
Intention. Everything boils down to the intention behind everything.
But at the same time, Murshidah, I think it's also the person on the receiving end, the person who actually received the apology. It also my definition is if I were to apologize to someone and that other person actually says, yes, I'm sorry too, that would mean that, okay, she sort of, in a way, has forgiven me, but we don't know to what degree.
Yeah.
But if that person keeps quiet or gives a sarcastic remark, then that's it lah. Your apology is still not accepted, right?
Yes, but the thing is, you send love to the person. Now, there's
Okay.
another reason why people sometimes have a difficulty to give love and receive love.
Right.
It's because there's no love inside of them. That's why I advocate love and respect. When you have love and respect within, running through your veins,
Yes.
right? It is a lot easier for you to apologize. It is easier for you to love others unconditionally and also to receive love unconditionally. So sometimes people acknowledge mistakes and people apologize. Perhaps you may not want to have a relationship with that person. Perhaps you don't want to work with that person. That's okay. But you acknowledge and you receive the person's love and the person's intention, and you are able to give love away. It's because when you have love and respect running in your veins, this cycle, there's no blockages. You know why there's blockages? Like, it's so difficult for me to apologize because something is your heart is so hard. You cannot let go from of problems you had in the past before.
And I also like the fact that you said that make sure you look in the person in the eye
Yeah.
when you apologize. Why is that so important?
Yes, you can feel the sincerity.
Okay.
You know when a person is not sincere, you can see by the way the person shakes a person's hand. You know, like, hello, nice to meet you. Then you look away.
just a
You know,
touch.
that is not very
Just a
sincere.
touch,
right?
yeah.
So when you are apologizing, when you are talking to a person, look at them in the eye.
Yeah.
People
Right.
can feel this. There's a connection. The
Yeah.
soul. You know, you can feel it.
All right, so there you go. I mean, having Murshidah in the studio is absolutely awesome.
You always
because-
never have enough
yeah,
time.
there's not enough time, and you know she's got so much to impart. Now, very sadly, we're running out of time.
Yes.
But before we let you go, your Raya wishes to our friends out there.
Yes, go ahead.
Selamat Hari Raya, maaf zahir batin. To all the Hello 12 viewers, I'd like to acknowledge my family and my friends, and I love you all so much, and I wish this Raya that we can spend as much time with each other as possible. I'm very grateful for the last year that I have experienced and the love that I've received from my family and my friends, and it's, of course, all the fans and followers that's out there. I'd like to thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay,
There
I
you
can
go.
feel tears welling up.
Yes.
If you want to get in touch with Murshidah Syed and also be part of the Facebook group, do check out Facebook, and then at the same time just search for the message is love and respect.
There you go.
will have no problem in finding Murshidah there, and also all other motivators who are involved. Yeah.
That's right. Love and respect indeed. Now we are going to come back with our next topic, but before that, of course, quick breaker, and we'll see you in a bit.
See you soon.